Journal entry, day 501. Progress on finding anything useful about the obsidian sickness has been difficult and stressful. I have tried many experiments, but I am no closer to finding an answer than when I started. I decided to start where I should have, in the beginning, and went to examine a few of the ruined portals around the overworld. I have gathered that the crying obsidian has the same charged particle effects as a working portal, but it seems to be highly concentrated into an oily substance and can no longer hold the portal open. I have come up with two working theories. One, it's either an overuse of the portal causing a corruption of the obsidian, or two, a violent explosion or charge caused it, possibly a lightning strike. I will have to do some tests soon on both theories to see if either one holds any merit. Once I solve how it was created, I can then work further on figuring out why it has attached itself to me and try to prevent it spreading further. In the meantime, I will direct my research towards the skulk, as it seems to share some similarities with the obsidian sickness. I believe the skulk is a microorganism similar to a fungus. It is triggered by vibrations of sound frequencies, and it can distinguish what type of sound it is. It also reacts to any living entity that dies around it, causing it to spread further and corrupt the natural landscape in the skulk. With this info, I believe I know how to combat the loud shrieking parts of the skulk I encountered last time. It will soon be time to venture into the ancient city to find its secrets. But first I must prepare for any dangers I may face there, and come prepared for anything. Greetings and salutations, viewers, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. I have been very busy over the past few days. I've been getting a whole bunch of stuff ready, because we have a whole bunch of stuff we're going to do. But first I want to show you some of the things I have gotten done around here. As you can see, almost nothing has changed. I have cleared out this entire section of storage though, because we don't need it, and I'll show you why later. Over here I've begun brewing up some potions that we're going to need for our soon adventure to the ancient city. I have brewed tons of night vision, because we're going to need all of it, because it's dark, deep, and scary. I do have 3 chests left here though, because this is all the stuff I've been gathering when I went and dug the slime farm, because yay, the slime farm is done. It took me a long time, but I got tons of material. Ignore these iron, I got these from my farm. But all this came from there, and all this came from there. I have so much stuff. I'm not going to need to go mining for quite a while. In fact, why don't I take you over there and we can go look at it real quick. This project took far longer than I actually thought it was going to, which is why I really haven't gotten much done. This was about 14 hours of digging. Yeah, you heard me right. 14 hours of digging. This was a huge undertaking. I did not plan this to take so long. Even with beacon power, it still took far too long. But here it is. 4 complete chunks dug out, all the way to negative 26, I believe is where I stopped. These are all the materials I got from this mine. You can see these are basically all full. This whole back row is pretty much just deep slate and some miscellaneous cobble. These are all full of stone and cobble and miscellaneous stuff. And I took a whole bunch out of this for our next upcoming project today. But I can take you down here to give you a quick look how this works. There is no safe way down here yet. But basically what we have is a standard slime farm, except it's 4 chunks instead of 1, which is why it took so long to dig. There's a platform every 2.5 for these slimes to spawn on. And I believe I can try to just swoop down here. So the slimes will spawn on this platform. And if I show you this actually shows us all the light levels for the entire area. As you can see, it is all lit. There are no zeros anywhere. This will allow it to only spawn the slime. And these are all half slabs, so there's enough room for the large slimes to spawn in. And this goes all the way down. I didn't go down to the very bottom because I have plans for the underneath 30 blocks of this for a very large storage. I also found this huge cavern, and it is monstrously huge. Like, so large that 14 hours was just digging that. About 4 hours was just trying to light all these caves up so I could get that to work. But like, if we look down here, there is a lot. It goes all the way down here. It goes way in here. I found 3 dungeons down here while I was going through. And it just keeps going. And then I had to patch up some holes, get things going. And it's just a mess. An absolute mess and chaos. There's so much down here. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Okay, now that we're not dead, let me eat real quick, and I will take you down to the bottom where I can show you how the rest of this works. All right, so slimes will fall down here. They will fall into the water, which will push them to the center, where they will see in the center is an iron golem. Uh-oh, frost boots. Gotta take off my frost boots. I'm gonna have to fix this real quick. But normally the slimes would go towards the center and not towards me. But obviously they want to go towards me first. They fall into the fire. The fire burns them and they die. If I can work my way around here, and I'll get over there to that opening where I can actually show you how the rest of this works. Excuse me, you're in the way. Nope, go play with the bouncer. I may have to get on a line of sight. There we go. They shouldn't come down here. So, I actually did not make a way back up to this, so I'm going to fix that real quick. There we go. And we'll put one here, and now we're good. Let me turn down our sounds real quick. Okay, now we don't have to listen to the slimes. So, this is the way it works. The slimes go into the fire here. Under the fire is a bunch of hoppers. The hopper chain goes all the way down and leads to this chest. Put composters on top of this just to reduce as much lag as possible because, well, no one likes lag. And all the slime balls fall in here, which this produces about 900 an hour. I wouldn't say it's the greatest slime farm, but it gets the job done. I don't need a ton of slimes. I mostly just need them to make enough slime blocks to get our farms going. Speaking of farms, that's the next thing I'm going to put in here. Farms. That was too close. Let me turn our sounds back on and we'll head back up to the top. I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about up here. Let's sleep real quick. So, I have all this space in here. I considered covering all these walls and making it look really nice with just, textures going from the top to the bottom. Like a normal farm. But then I thought, wait, there are so many more farms I need to build. Why don't I just put them all here? This can be like what do those other people call them? Industrial places? This can be our industrial districts. That's the word I was looking for. This can be our industrial pit. Our pit of farms. That's what we can call this. So I got plenty of room on the sides here. A lot of the farms I need are basically compact. Like I need sugarcane, I need pumpkins, melons. We need kelp, weeping vine, crimson vine. I'm sure there's some more I can't even think of right now, but we need all the farms. So I'm going to shove all the farms in the walls. And to make this easy, there's a lot of space here. So I think I'm going to section these out. So if we look at the grids here, as you can see, this is a 4x4 grid section. So I think what I'll do is I'll take one grid in this wall and I'll make this like melons. And then I'll come over here and I'll make this one pumpkins. And I'll come over here and I'll make this one like sugarcane. And then maybe the different types of vines, and then maybe a kelp and sea pickle farm over here. We have lots of options. We can make lots of farms in here. So instead of just making a boring decorative wall, we can have lots of farms, and this thing can be super productive. And the best part is, I don't have to make a massive storage section. It can all just fall down there. So I can just have everything pushed out of the walls, down there. It can fall into the middle, and then it can go into the central storage. And remember how I said I left 30 blocks below this open? Yep, central storage. I'm going to put it all underneath. A huge storage system just for this farm. Honestly, probably everything else. Might as well have everything in one spot. So this will be I'm just going to coin this industrial pit. It's not really a district. It's more of just 4 chunks. So never actually thought I'd build an industrial area, but it's going to happen. So we can get this farm. This will make 1. We can get 2 on each wall. So that's 3, 5, 7, 9. We can get 9 farms in here and possibly even more. Like, I don't think I need to go from floor to ceiling with just one single farm. I mean, I could, but like, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Cactus. That was the other farm I was thinking about I need in here. We need cactus, which is actually going to be useful because I need the green dye soon. And we also might even make cocoa beans farm in here. And flower farms. So many farms. All the farms in the industrial pit. So this is going to be a long-term project. I am not finishing this today because that is far too much material. But today we are going to do 2 more things. I do need to build a farm. I would like to build a standard boring, well, not super boring because I spruced it up, but I need to make a mob farm. A kind of like everything mob farm, not just centralized to one mob. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go out into the ocean and find a good place to build this so we don't have to worry about lighting anything up around it. I actually know where there's an ocean. It's just quite a distance away. It's about 1,000 blocks to the north from here. So way off in the distance to the north, remember we had to cross the ocean when we went to go find the portal for the end. We're going to head to that ocean, which actually isn't too far with an elytra and some rockets, which is good because I only have 33 rockets left. I am completely out of gunpowder, which is why I need a farm. I got plenty of paper. I got plenty of sugarcane, but I don't have any gunpowder. And here we go. We are at the ocean. Now all I got to do is find a good spot to make this that's somewhere out in the middle. And I think we'll kind of just glide over this way and we'll see where we can go. And maybe, let's see. I got to find a good spot where we can't see shoreline. I'm thinking right here. I'm a few blocks short. Let me go grab some real quick. Okay, I think this is where we're going to build it from, because from this vantage point, I can't see shore anywhere, which is great. So this is where we're going to build it. So, you know what that means. We're going into time-lapse mode. Oh yeah, let's go. And just like that, we're all done. Whole thing's built. Actually, it didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to. I built this so many times, it was just like a cakewalk. So let's go down and look at it real quick. Glide down. So I got the main part of it done. I haven't actually really looked at it well. Yeah, looks like it's working great. Everything's flushing downwards. Is there a problem here? Ah, there is a problem. I left a piece of dirt in there. Well, that's going to be troublesome. I guess we're going to have to get that out real quick. I think the best thing I can do is actually come up here, turn it off, fly away, and come back. We'll wait for this thing to shut off. That should be the last flush out. Yep, looks like it's it. Okay, so I only got 8 rockets. I got to do this carefully. So we'll fly over here to the village, unload these chunks here a little bit farther. Oh, I am very much out of rockets. I should have grabbed some gunpowder when I was down there. Okay, let's do the swoop in, the smash and grab, and the escapee. Boom, gone, and we're out. All right, now we're done. Oh no, landed right on the fire. That's wonderful. Let me get out of here real quick. Come on, there we go. Okay. So, this is the mob spawner. I will post the design I used down in the description because I can't remember exactly who made it. This part, however, is not included in it. I built this part. This is just a basic auto sorting system. You can see if I look in here, we got just some renamed items plus a stack of the item we want, and it gets filtered down to the bottom. And for this bottom one, I have 3 rotten flesh. I have 4 for gunpowder, 3 for bones, 2 for arrows, 2 for string. Everything else burns because I don't want everything else. I'm going to get random things in here like sticks and chickens and feathers from the jockeys. We don't need that. For this part, I just added a basic observer clock so we can just power these when we're up there and it'll kick all this stuff in. I haven't actually tested it though, so let's make sure it works. Items flow down. Items get sucked in. And looks like it's working. Yep. Items are coming down. It's working like a charm. Look at that. It's just flowing out. I got 3 of them. That way it speeds this process up exponentially. And I actually think I'm going to grab a whole bunch of this gunpowder because I need it. How much we got in here? We got quite a bit. Well, it's all mine. This was only like 20 minutes I was up there. Wow. Okay, that is 20 minutes of gunpowder plus all this and this and this and this plus all the ones I used in there to set it up. That's 20 minutes of gunpowder right there. That's wonderful. I will never have a rocket problem ever again. Plus, I have lots of gunpowder now for TNT. I can actually make more rockets because I keep paper on me. Let's see. We will load this up. Okay, and that's good. We're going to take some of that with us because we want to use it to make some splash potions for when we go into the ancient city. Man, this thing works wonderful. I could just watch this all day, just watching items flow down and just get sucked into hoppers. Ah, I saw something that I didn't get. I saw a spider eye. You know what? That's fine. We have plenty of them in our spider farm. We really don't need them. I really don't need the string. It's always nice to have some extra. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to shut this off. Yeah, we'll shut that off for now. Let's see how it's doing. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this works really, really well. I think I might want more chests. I'm thinking maybe after I get a shulker farm going, I'll make an auto shulker loader for this place because, well, I might need it. But the sun is now setting on the horizon, and we have one more thing to do today before we leave, and that is to get the kit ready to go explore the ancient city, which is perfect. So I can use all this string that just got dropped in here because we need to make wool, all the wool. I actually need to go to the other spider farm where I have more to make more wool. I need a whole shulker of wool. So let's sleep real quick and then we will head into the tavern. Place I haven't been to in quite a while, actually. All right, we are here. Hello, Garrett. How was the tavern? Well, still pretty bare. So I'm going to see what I got here. I think I might have some wool around, maybe. Well, we have lots of string here. We're going to want all of that. So I think the goal for the ancient city... Yeah, we have plenty of spider eyes too. I think the goal of the ancient city is going to be to make a wool path as far as we can. I think that's it. Yep, looks like that's it. We're going to want any of these. I might actually take a couple of these swiftness potions with us. They might be good to add to the list. And I think that's it. So we'll head down and get what we can from our farm down here. So we're going to use wool as much as we can to travel across the ancient city because I don't want to trip any of the skulk shriekers because, well, that's bad. I don't need that in my life while we're there. We want a nice, quick, and easy access to get in and out. Oh, we have plenty of spider eyes. Oh, that's not good. This is a second contamination zone we have to deal with. I still have to come over here and I have to clear out all this farm area. And I would like to do a little bit more landscaping around this area and kind of clean this place up since I'm not here as much anymore. We also have to come get all this. We can do that probably later. For now, we are going to head back to the laboratory and we're going to get a shulker box ready for all the things we need. Wool. Lots and lots of wool. I'm just going to make the white wool blocks, and if I want the carpet while we're there, we can do that. And I think we'll take our danger box because that's what we're going to want to use. All the wool, some swiftness. We're also going to want a whole bunch of these night visions. And I'm probably going to take, let's see, that's 24, 48. We'll take a little over an hour's worth, even though I really don't think we'll need that much. I really don't, but you know what? Can't hurt. But we're also going to take those because I have them out. Let's see. Gonna want some torch spam. We're gonna want more of those. Oh, yeah, we need our totem. I'm thinking I might want to go grab some ender pearls for some emergency escape because you never know what we're gonna face when we get there. So I got 3 in here. I don't know if I have any extra laying around. Well, I think I do actually. All right, well, we got 13. Oh, we have plenty. We have plenty. Okay, we got 2 stacks of ender pearls. That should be more than enough. We are going to have to remove 2 things because we need to get some other stuff in there. We actually have to go in here to the laboratory. And we have to get these down because we need that. I don't know if we need the book, but we definitely need the compass so we know where we're going. You know what? Yeah. We'll take the book anyway. We don't know. We might want it. So we'll stick that in there. There we go. We have successfully constructed our danger box. All right, so before we end this episode and I start heading to the ancient city, because we're starting there at the next episode, we got to do one more quick thing, which actually requires us to go upstairs. So remember we made this wall here? I got to knock some stuff off of it. So we made the XP farm for the Endermen. That's gone. We made the slime farm. That's gone. So now we got the 2 in the nether, and I still have to find somewhere to make this. That'll be fun. We haven't made the library yet. We did start the research center, so that's done. And we got netherite. So that's done. And I'm not ready to call the study in the skulk done yet until we go to the ancient city. And obsidian sickness is just driving me nuts. But besides all this stuff, I've made this little handy chart. So if you remember when we were at the slime farm, I told you I was going to make a little industrial pit area. So if we're looking at this is facing north, that way. These are the 4 slime chunks. And I have a chunk on each side of the walls we can use. So here's my plan. Sugarcane and cactus on the northern side. Then we have kelp and bamboo on the east. We have the 2 melons. Well, the melons and the pumpkins on the south. And then on the west side, where the large opening is with all the lava and the big cavern, I'm going to make a bee farm, and I'm going to make a moss farm, and I'm going to make a stacking moss farm. We're going to stack probably about 15 moss farms on top of each other if I can. I think I can do it. It'll be a bit tricky, but it's a good challenge. And the moss farms also give us moss carpet and the 2 azaleas plus bone meal. So really, it's like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 farms in one. Actually, 14, because we also get honey. We get the honeycomb and we get the honey bottles. And then we can take kelp and make it into dried kelp. We can make cactus into green dye. We can make sugarcane into sugar and paper. And we can make glistening melons, and we can make jack-o'-lanterns. So it's like many farms in one. But this is great. I really like this idea of using my slime farm for multiple things. The one thing I'm going to have to make sure is the bees don't take up the entity area of the slime farm. If I find out that they do, I'll do some test world stuff and try it. If they take up too many entities in the area, which they might, I might replace the bee farm with something else. But that's going to have to be a to be determined. To be determined. Okay, enough with the puns. But we're going to call it there for this episode. I'm going to make my way to the ancient city, which is where I'll meet you in the next one. So thank you again for stopping by for another episode, and I'll see you in the ancient city. Goodbye.